Hey, this is Mr. Elmhorst with the homework for relative frequencies, where we're going to look at percents and put them into bar charts or bar graphs. So we're going to convert the frequency, how many times it happens, to percent. So the important part to remember is that percent is out of 100. So we're going to find the part and the total and then convert that to the percent. So first, we're looking at the student results. They did a survey on breakfast, lunch, and supper. So how many students chose that as their favorite meal? So we're going to add all these up. So we got 3 and 18. 3 and 18 is 21. So that's 21 plus 9 is going to be 30. So there's the total. 30 is the total, and then this is going to be each one of the parts. So there's two ways to do this. So you can use factors of 100, or we can divide the part by the total and then multiply the decimal by 100 to give you percent. So if we divide that out, we have 9 divided by 30. 9 divided by 30 is going to give us 0.3. And we have 3 divided by 30 is going to be 0.1. And then we have 18 divided by 30. 18 divided by 30 is going to give us 0.6. Okay, so now multiplying by 100 is going to move the decimal over 2 place values. So that's going to become 30 or 30%. So 30% chose breakfast. And then lunch, 3 out of 30. Multiplying by 100 is going to move it over 2 spots. That's going to be 10%. And then 18 divided by 30 multiplied by 100 is going to be 60%. Now, how you put it over here is up to you, but I like to start with the greatest and then end up with the least. So we're going to start with 60% chose supper. So you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go up to 60%. And if you want to shade that in, that's fine. So 60% chose breakfast. And then up on top, the least is 10. And that's going to be lunch. And then if everything is together done correctly, then the remaining one should be 30%. And then we check it 1, 2, 3, and that is 30%. And oh, I made a mistake. Supper, and then this one is breakfast. Okay, so we can shade it in. So it's always going to total 100%. Starting from 0. So now we have 3 frequencies being recorded in here: breakfast, lunch, and supper. Supper being the greatest one, and lunch being the least. Okay, so we're going to try this out here. We have the candidate receive the number of votes. So you have Adams, Carter, Mendoza, and Riza. We're going to add them all up. Notice these are all in the thousands, so we can just put thousands down here. Then we're going to add up 10 and 15. So that's going to give us 25. And then 7 and 8, if we add those up, that's going to give us 15. So So just doing quick combinations. So we had 25 and then 15. So adding that up is going to give us 5 and 5 is 10, 2, 2, 3, 4. So that is a total of 40,000 votes. So 40,000 votes, we can actually simplify this because we have all the zeros. So if we cross out the zeros here, thousands, thousands, thousands. So this we have 8 out of 40, 15 out of 40, 10 out of 40, and 7 out of 40. So if we divide this out, 8 divided by 40, 8 divided by 40 is going to give us a frequency of 0.2. We have 15 divided by 40, 10 divided by 40. So 10 and 4, or 1 and 4, 10 and 40, that's going to be 0.25. That's our fraction of 1/4. And 15 divided by 40, 15 divided by 40 is going to be 0.375. And then we have 7 divided by 40. And that's going to be a smaller amount, 0.175. Okay, now, multiplying each one of these by 100, we move the decimal over 2 spots. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We got 20%, 37.5%, 25%, and 17.5%. Now, just to make it easier, we can start with the even numbers here. It's not the greatest and the least, but we have 25 and 20. Okay, so no matter where you put it there, we can go with 25 is Mendoza. So we go up here, 25. That's Mendoza. And then we have 20% is going to be Adams. So we're going to go up 10, 20. So that's going to be Adams. We can go up to the top and put in 37.15. We're going to go 10, 20, 30. I'm going to go a little bit past half. So it's probably right about there, about 7.5. And that is going to be Carter. So that means the leftover part is going to be Riza. Now we can see the frequency here, RE. And if you want to do any shading and change it up for different representatives, pick a few different options if you like. Okay, so the big part is trying to get it from decimal to percent. Now, option number 3, we're going to use factors of 100. So we'll take a look at how we can get that to work. So let's go ahead and add these up to find the total. So I have 5 and 5 is going to be 10, carry the 1. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the total is 50. 50 works out nice because 50 times 2 equals 100. So if we multiply each one of these by 2, that will give us our percent. So 15 times 2 is 30. 20 times 2 is 40. 10 times 2 is 20. And then 5 times 2 is 10. So the soccer club, the most students that were in the soccer club were sixth graders, and the least were eighth graders. So we can go down to finding greatest. So that's 40%. So we can start right here. And that this is sixth graders. And then next we have 30%, which is fifth graders. So we could do 10, 20, 30. So that's fifth graders. Then we have 20%, 10, 20. And that's seventh graders. And the last little bit over here would be eighth graders. And you can shade those in if you like.